Happy Turkey Week, everyone! Today in this video, you are going to learn how to problem sniff, how to define a data set for a company, how to look through data, and then how to think about structuring data. But before we get to any of that, what I want to do is I want to remind you on the week of thanks, the thing that you should do that will make all the difference. And by first, that doesn't make sense. By first, I don't know why I said that. I'm going to give you some connection requests that I've got just today. Hi, Jordan. I'm impressed by what Blueprint is achieving in the tech space. EMB helps startups like yours save 55% of their resource costs. Our expertise lies in finding top-tier tech talent, saving you time and money. I'd love to connect for a quick chat. Another one. Hi, Jordan. I saw your profile and thought I'd reach out. Would appreciate connecting with you. The sound of death. And not because I don't need top-tier tech talent. I do need top-tier tech talent. And not because I don't believe they are impressed with what I'm doing. I do believe that they are not impressed with what I'm doing. It's because none of this is about me. I think about me all the time. I don't think about top-tier tech talent. I don't know EMB from a hole in the ground. But I'm thinking about my problems all day long, right? It's like, how do I think about product development and design and where should I take things? And so all of these messages are pure abandonment of understanding of your customers. It's waving the white flag saying, I'll never understand you, so I should just talk about me. And that is fine if you're in a greenfield space. And I swear, you're in vertical SaaS, talk about you all the day long. People have so many problems, they don't get pitched enough, do that. If you're selling B2B here, you cannot get away with this shit. And the path forward is not to explain your service more. I always say no one wakes up and is like, damn, I need to buy me some B2B software. Or I need to hire top-tier tech talent. No one says that. But what they do in the morning, what they do in the morning is ruminate how to fix their problems. Ruminate on the ways they've seen these problems play out and new ways for them to solve those problems. And here is the thing about having a conversation with your customer. They will tell you the message to send. They will tell you how to articulate the message. They will tell you the when moment. When I was doing this, I came in search of your product. I came in search of this problem. They will tell you all of that. You just have to ask 3 questions. Basically, what's the first? Why did you buy us? Well, I buy you because we were looking for an education software. And the next question, the next question, the next question. And it's that 4th question that they'll tell you some super unique insight. And I want to give you an example. We're actually, you know what? We're not going to talk about TAM squaring or problem sniffing. So I'm sorry. I totally lied to you in this video. This is more important. Weirdly, this is more important because you can't do any of the stuff I just talked about until you do this. And the best way to do it is to have a conversation with your customer and ask them why us? What led to it? Now, one of my customers said, Jordan, I'm going to change some details here so I don't spill their secrets, but let's see how I can do this. Jordan, we service companies that install Windows. Like, that's what we do. And we asked our customer, like, well, why do you buy us? And they said, well, because anytime that we install 3rd floor windows, we drop a window every now and again. And we installed your fastener, your safety fastener, because every once in a while, a window will seriously injure someone. And so you can imagine 2 versions of this message. A clueless message, which is like, our safety fastener windows are the greatest and they have the greatest safety. You know, it's like, who cares, right? Like, but if you say a message like, Larry, when you're installing 3rd floor windows, do you ever feel a deep sense of dread that once again a window will fall and possibly injure someone? And don't you worry that you're installing so many windows that there is an existential risk to your business if one of those things hurts someone? Yes. The answer to that question is yes. And you can't invent that question. You can't. Your customers know it, though, and they will tell it to you. And you can't rely on gong calls, and you can't rely on sales calls, because sales calls are going through a script. They're going through a script. Customer success calls are going through a script. What can I do to make your life better, right? What you need to do as a high-level thinker about your problem and your space is you need to get on the phone with the customer, and especially a fervent customer, is that the word? That just can't put your product down. And you need to say to them, Jordan, when did you have the problem? Why us? There's lots of solutions in the market. Why did you use us? How do you know this was the right choice? Sam Altman, the founder of OpenAI, the ex-CEO, and now the CEO of OpenAI, has said the best way to grow, the best products, if they can, 80%, if they can find a product that people refer, that's 80% of the work. And the way that you get there is to understand the inflection point that companies have when they needed you, about their problem, how they were thinking about their problem, how they got to your solution, what are the things they tried, and what are the downstream implications of that problem. I'm going to give you one other example, and then we'll wrap this so you can go off and eat turkey. If you imagine this window company, and you imagine that they're installing a lot of these third floor windows, one of the ways that this might leak into the world is that people are going to write reviews about this company. And if they have dropped a window before or damaged a window, people are going to say, they came in, they broke the first window, but they came back in with another one. They'll talk about it in their review. So if you can then go find the people that are talking about this, and actually, I will do this one thing. I'll show you an example of this here. Remind me later. Install update. Remind me later. So here is a good little hack site, and we'll do this for pool. I was talking to my friend Jerry. We'll do this for pool companies. Yelp.com. In URL biz, we're just going to look at the businesses. And we're looking at pool companies in title pool. And you want to know who's not showing up. Never showed. These are all the people that are talking about they never show up. Unfortunately, after calls and many texts, they never kept saying they're coming, waited, this is like closed, right? Closed, but never showed up 11 years ago. So let's give you one more after 2022. So these are reviews after 2022 where just people aren't showing up to these pool companies, right? Never showed up, never showed up. So this is an example of how you can think about problem sniffing by finding the downstream impacts of the problem. But you can't do it without chatting with your customers, and you can't figure out the problem by just guessing it. You have to chat with your customers and anchor those conversations. That is your anchor for everything you do. Have an absolutely wonderful Turkey Day, and thank you so much for showing up for 9 minutes for me. I couldn't be more grateful. Bye.